Hey hustlers, Miles here. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I want to discuss why you aren't making sales. Let's get into it. So welcome back to Hustle Endeavor. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I help entrepreneurs build long-term successful income streams online for more money, more freedom, and a better future. And currently, we're all working on Etsy. So if you need help with that, please subscribe. And before we get started, if you're looking to follow in my footsteps and build a successful six-figure Etsy store online using print-on-demand products, then make sure you check out my free masterclass. Links in the description below this video. So this video was inspired by someone who got in touch with me recently, who had been on Etsy for a couple of months and was yet to make their first sale. And they tried all of these different things and they were super frustrated. And I know firsthand how frustrating it can be when you're not making the sales you want, because that's exactly what it was like for me when I first started Etsy. I was struggling as well. So in today's video, I want to teach you a really simple method of evaluating your store to find out why you're not getting sales. Just like a surgeon or a doctor figures out what's wrong with a patient by looking at the symptoms, you need to do the same thing with your Etsy store. Anyway, after showing this person what I'm about to teach you in today's video, they were able to go ahead and make that first sale after months and months of failing, just by knowing how to assess where they were going wrong with their Etsy store. So all of your results on Etsy are going to come down to 3 factors. And if you're a long-time subscriber on this channel, you'll know that I like to call this the triangle of success, okay? If you're not making sales, it is almost definitely going to come down to not doing one of these 3 things correctly. So factor number 1, which is one part of the triangle, is your branding. Now, your branding is essentially how you control how your store appears to your target customer. This is essential to building a great business. As a great brand gives you the ability to really attract the right customers, build a fan base, and ultimately have long-term business success. Without a really strong brand, your store will essentially be forgotten. Now, your brand encompasses everything that will have an impact on the way a customer views your store. So, that's your visuals, your product images, your headers, your descriptions, even your customer service, your reviews, pricing, everything like that. If your branding isn't strong, you won't stand out, and your customers will probably decide to choose another store that resonates with them more than yours. Okay, so the second factor is your SEO. Now, this is how customers find your products in the Etsy search. If customers can't find your products, you won't make any sales. So SEO is crucial. This is going to come down to your keywords and your tags and all of that good stuff. So the final factor is your products or designs. If the products you're selling or your designs aren't good, of course you're not going to make any sales. This is, of course, so designs, and this section is going to obviously encompass, the quality of your products and design. And, all 3 points of this are crucial. One can't work without the other. For instance, if you've got amazing designs and an awesome brand, but your SEO is not up to scratch, no one's going to find your products. Likewise, if you've nailed your branding and your SEO is on point, but your products themselves aren't great, people aren't going to buy them. And thirdly, if you've got good SEO and your quality designs, but your branding is poor, people are going to decide to go with another brand, okay? So you need to check all 3, and if you're not selling, at least one of these things might need fine-tuning or working on. So how can you diagnose what's wrong? Well, you need to look at the symptoms, and by using this here, you can figure out what's wrong, okay? A common message I get is, Miles, I'm getting loads of favorites on my products, but no sales. Why is that? Okay, so let's think about this using the triangle. If you're getting loads of favorites, it means that your SEO is probably good because people are finding your products. So it's probably not that. Also, if you're getting favorites, it means that most probably people like your products. So it's not going to be anything to do with your product. So by process of elimination, it must be something to do with your branding, something up here. So now we dig a little bit deeper. So what could be stopping someone from pulling the trigger and buying from you? Well, in this case, it's probably got something to do with the price of your products, which comes under branding. Now, if you're dead set selling at the price you've got your products at, you're going to need to improve your branding to allow you to sell at that higher price, okay? Or you're going to need to think about lowering the price of your product, okay? Another common example, let's say that you've put up 100 products and you're not getting any sales. First, let's check, are you getting views, okay? And so let's pretend for this example that you are, okay? You're getting a substantial amount of views, so it's not got anything to do with your SEO. Are you getting favorites? No. People are viewing your products, you're getting views, but you're not getting any favorites. So it might have something to do with your product, okay? Your product might not be good enough. So in this case, I would work on improving your designs, as this tells me that people are being shown your listings, however they're not favoriting or buying them. There must be a reason for this. How can you look to improve your actual product or designs and the way you display them? Lastly, if you've got a good number of listings up and your designs and branding are solid, but you're getting hardly any views, visits to these listings, you most likely need to work on your SEO. So just by using this simple triangle system, we can effectively evaluate our store's weakness or weaknesses and work out an effective plan of action for what we need to do next and what areas we need to work on to improve our store. Of course, it might be more than one of these areas that needs improvement, and it's really important that you're able to look at your store objectively, to try and work this out. I know myself, it can be hard to critique your own store and accept that it could be better, but it's crucial in order for you to achieve the success you want and deserve. So I hope this simple solution helps you out. Again, if you need help growing your Etsy store, or if you'd like to learn more about these factors that we've spoken about today and how to implement them effectively into a sort of blueprint that you can use to grow your Etsy store to the level you want, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I put together a completely free 1-hour masterclass that will show you the exact steps and processes you need to take if you want to build an Etsy store that generates $100,000 or more in a year. To view the masterclass, just go to the link beneath this video. Again, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section how you're getting on with your Etsy stores. Keep hustling, and I'll see you in the next one.